Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Respected elders and brothers, today's school system is built in such a way that it slowly drives students away from belief in God, belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. School teachers will never directly tell you, they might not directly tell you that there is no God, there is no Allah, but they will teach in such a way that the concept of God is excluded. For example, when students learn science class, they learn things like how the universe was created, how the universe developed, how things inside the universe developed. But teachers, when they explain these things to students, they will leave out the absolute cause and explain all the effects. For example, an effect could be the universe being created. But the absolute cause is Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala willing for the universe to be created. They won't teach the students the absolute cause of why the universe was created. The reason why we live, what our cause in this universe is, to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and please Him. When students learn morality, because schools teach morals, when students learn good and bad, they learn that lying is bad because it destroys trust and bonds between people. They learn that we should behave because it betters society, it helps society, which are all good lessons, but they aren't taught that one day we will be questioned by the angels in our grave. We will be questioned by Munkar and Nakir. And that one day we will stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one day all of us will go to either Jannah or all of us will either go to Jahannam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us from the fire. Ameen. But when morality is taught like this, morals seem to look like something human-made. They seem to look like something man-made. Like someone 20,000 years ago decided that good is good and bad is bad. That morality wasn't decided by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's infinite wisdom. That morality wasn't decided by His guidance and a higher authority than us. However, problems like these have simple solutions. And the solution to this problem is called the epistemic reorientation. The epistemic reorientation means that the things we learn it in a different way completely. We don't learn things separate from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We don't learn math and science and English and history away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We take our deen and we put it in the center of everything. And we learn math and science and history all around it. This is exactly what is taught at my school in America, called Burhan Academy, founded by my father. And over there, a key part of the curriculum is Imam Ghazali's book, Al-Arba'in fi Usul al-Din, translated into English. This book teaches us that truth comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. That good and bad is only from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's wisdom and His guidance. And that this world is only a test, and that we must work as hard as we can for the next world to reap the rewards of Jannah and to stay away from Jahannam. But in the end, my elders and brothers, knowledge is worth nothing. Knowledge is worth nothing if it takes us away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. If knowledge turns us away from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, then what is it worth? Meaning, we should always strive to not just put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and our deen at the center of our studies and what we learn in our daily lives, but we should also put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the center of everything we do. Of every action we do, we should put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala at the center of it. We should do everything for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala alone. Because in the end, my elders and brothers, we will all stand in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And one day we will either enter the gates of Jannah or we will either enter the gates of Jahannam. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.